Well, today we're sticking with our AI-powered investing theme, focusing on robbit.ai and BullPig.
Ah, yes. Those platforms are really changing the game, especially for professional investors.
You got that right. And today we're going to use them to dissect a specific investment, the iShares JP Morgan USD Emerging Markets Bond ETF.
EMB. Okay, yeah, that's a popular one, but it can be a bit of a roller coaster, right? High potential returns, but definitely comes with some risks.
Exactly. And you know those traditional rating systems like Morningstar?
Oh, yeah, the old star
You don't
ratings.
always tell the whole story. You might be chasing stars without really knowing what's driving those ratings.
It's like judging a book by its cover, or maybe a restaurant by just looking at the number of stars it has.
Haha, exactly.
Mm.
But Robbit.ai and BullPig, they take us way beyond those surface level ratings.
They show you what's actually happening under the hood, like getting a peek behind the curtain.
Let's start with Robbit.ai, looking at the long-term picture. This screenshot from their platform shows how EMB's performance over the past 10 years can be almost perfectly mirrored using their own exchange-traded intelligent fund.
They're ETF.
Yeah, their ETF.
And here's the cool part. Remember, Robbit.ai is built by some serious Wall Street veterans.
Oh yeah, these guys know their stuff.
Yeah.
Decades of experience.
Exactly. They get what professional investors need. So the ETF, it's not just about matching those returns. It actually shows you the specific assets that are used to achieve those returns.
So it's like a window into the fund manager's playbook.
You got it. And that brings us to the hidden part of their, what's it called?
The multi-layered hidden Markov model.
Yeah, that thing. It's all about uncovering those relationships between assets that might not be so obvious at first glance. The stuff that's hidden beneath the surface.
Makes sense. Okay, so we've seen how Robbit.ai tackles that long-term analysis.
Right.
Now let's shift gears to BullPig, the high-frequency trading platform.
Ugh. BullPig. It's like Robbit.ai's more, how do I put it? More nimble sibling.
More agile.
Agile, yeah. Working with those 5-minute interval data to capture those quick market moves.
For those who are maybe a little more active in their trading.
Exactly. So Robbit.ai helps us understand the long game. But BullPig is for the traders who want to capitalize on those short-term opportunities and manage risk, obviously, which is super important when you're making those fast moves.
For sure. Okay, so let's look at some screenshots from BullPig. This first one shows how BullPig can replicate EMB over 6 months using a mix of stocks and bond ETFs. But that's just the starting point.
Right, because then BullPig breaks that ETF down even further into its individual components. See, we zoomed in here on 3, Goldman Sachs, Chevron, and American Express.
GS, CVX, and AXP.
Right. And get this, BullPig even builds ETFs for those individual companies.
Hold on, so we're going a level deeper here.
Exactly. It's like peeling back the layers of an onion, revealing more and more insight with each layer. You're basically getting a whole team of analysts working around the clock to uncover these hidden connections.
Okay, so let's see what they found. This screenshot shows GS's ETF, and it looks like it's mostly made up of bond ETFs.
Interesting.
But then when we look at CVX, it takes a totally different approach, using bond ETFs, but in an inverse correlation. So what's going on there?
Well, it tells us that the model is picking up on a relationship between CVX and EMB's overall performance that might not be so obvious. This is the kind of insight you're not going to find with your traditional analysis.
I see. And then we have AXP, which has a much more diverse ETF, mix of bond ETFs, and what is that, almost half of the Dow Jones Industrial Average stocks.
Yeah, it's a pretty unique mix. What the model is likely showing us is that AXP's performance is tied to a much wider range of market factors. It's not just about replicating the returns, it's about understanding what's driving those returns.
Okay, this is blowing my mind a little bit, but wait, there's more. BullPig also generated a hedging model for EMB. And get a load of this, it's made up of just 2 ETFs, covered calls on the Dow Jones Index and long-term treasury bonds.
Now that's a curveball. Yeah, you wouldn't normally think those two would be a good hedge for emerging market bonds, right?
Not really. It goes against, well, everything I thought I knew about hedging.
It's not intuitive, and that's exactly why it's so powerful, right? It's the multi-layered hidden Markov model doing its thing, uncovering connections that our human brains might miss.
So instead of relying on gut feelings or those standard correlations, we're letting the data guide us towards a more sophisticated approach.
Exactly. This is the kind of edge that professional money managers are looking for, right? Imagine being able to allocate assets, manage risk, even spot hidden opportunities, all with this level of insight.
Okay, so how would this play out in the real world? Let's stick with EMB for now. If you're a money manager, You might typically hedge emerging market bonds with, I don't know, U.S. Treasuries, maybe some investment-grade corporate bonds.
Yeah, that's the standard playbook. But what we're seeing here with BullPig is a whole different strategy, right? Covered calls on the Dow and long-term treasuries. This kind of insight is gold. It's like having a secret map that reveals all the hidden pathways through the market.
That's a great analogy. It's not just about hedging either. You could use this kind of insight to find investments that are undervalued, maybe even completely overlooked,
Yeah.
because they don't fit into those neat little boxes that we're used to.
Right, right. And that's why this multi-layered approach is so important. It's like by breaking EMB down into those smaller pieces and then analyzing each of those, the AI can start to see those patterns and connections that we humans, well, we might just miss.
So it's more than just a black box spitting out recommendations. There are real people behind this, right?
Absolutely. Don't forget that. These are experienced professionals, and they built these models specifically with institutional investors in mind.
It's the perfect combination of human expertise and cutting-edge tech. It's like having the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
This whole deep dive has been really eye-opening. It's amazing to see how AI is changing the game for investors.
It really is. And robbit.ai and BullPig, they're definitely leading the charge. I mean, think about it. They can help you understand these complex instruments like EMB, identify those non-intuitive hedging strategies, and basically give you a whole new perspective on risk management.
It's not just about replicating performance. It's about understanding the why and then being able to make those smart, data-driven decisions.
Exactly. And there's one more thing I want to highlight because it's really important. It's not just about the analysis itself, but how that information is actually presented to you. Because you can have all the data in the world, but if you can't understand it, it's useless, right?
Yeah, if it's not clear and actionable, what's the point?
Right. And that's another area where robbit.ai and BullPig really shine. Their platform is super intuitive and it's designed specifically for professionals.
So it's like they're not just giving you the raw data. They were helping you to digest it, to actually apply those insights to your work as an investor.
Exactly. It's all about making those complex analyses digestible, easy to navigate, even for those multi-layered models.
So you can actually use the information.
Right. Drill down into the specifics, customize your views, really get a feel for the data.
It's all about giving you the power to make those smart decisions.
Absolutely. Smarter decisions, more informed decisions. And with a level of confidence, well, that just wasn't possible before.
And that's where robbit.ai and BullPig really stand out from the crowd, right? They don't just want to replicate performance. It's more than that.
It's about transparency, giving you the insights to understand the why, not just the what.
So you're not just relying on intuition anymore.
Exactly. You're making strategic decisions based on real data.
Well, this has been a fascinating deep dive. Really opened my eyes to the power of AI-driven investing.
Yeah, it's incredible what robbit.ai and BullPig are doing, uncovering those hidden opportunities, helping you manage risk in ways we never even thought of before.
And they're doing it with a professional investor in mind, giving you the tools, the insights to stay ahead of the game.
They've taken that Wall Street expertise, combined it with, well, some seriously powerful AI and machine learning models. It's a game changer, no doubt about it.
Absolutely. We've explored their multi-layered hidden Markov model, seen how it can reveal those hidden strategies behind complex investments, like EMB. It can even identify those hedging strategies, ones that, well, gotta make you scratch your head at first.
Yeah, but they work. And we've even talked about how these platforms can offer a whole new perspective on building your portfolio.
It's a whole new way of thinking about investing.
It really is. So if you're a professional money manager, do yourself a favor. Visit the robbit.ai website, explore their platform, see how these tools can take your investment strategy to a whole new level.
Because in this world, knowledge is power. And with robbit.ai and BullPig, well, that power is in your hands.
That's right. Until next time, folks, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible in the world of finance. It's an exciting time to be an investor.